Sybil was their eyes and ears. Got close to you. To us. They were hunting people. Don't know for what. But I bet I know who does. I'm gonna ask him why. And I have this feeling he's gonna let us know. Close as the river's gonna take us. Okay, road to high rise should be right around the corner. Heads up.
Welcome back. This is part 4 of Transistor. We're fresh off our encounter with Sybil in the empty set, and now we've got a new enemy to deal with, the snapshots. These guys do a couple things. As you've seen, they do obstruct your vision by taking those photographs, and they'll also fire off a few pot shots whenever they get a chance. Later on, they get the ability to block your vision while you're in turn mode, which is really a hassle. I think they are my least favorite enemy in the game, even worse than the weeds or the cheerleaders.
Sounds like.
So this is what we get with the authenticator that we picked up from Miss Rise in the last video. These back doors show up from time to time.
But it wasn't this.
Miss Rise had herself a little secret hideaway. Well, it's ours now. Let's knock the ball around a little bit. And check out the hammock.
That's Sybil. Always palling up to you and everybody. Showed her true colors back there. Wonder how her Camerata friends are gonna feel knowing she's leading us straight to them.
And that sun will change colors over time. What else do we have around here? Some doors, only one is open. The speed test. So the sandbox includes these little tests that you can get into. Speed tests, survivability, planning, and so forth.
Water.
These are great because not only can you use them to learn more about the functions, you can see it's given us some preset functions there at the bottom. They also grant you experience for beating them. So it's advisable to do them whenever they're available here. So the functions we've got here, we have Crash, upgraded with Breach, which gives it a higher range and allows it to penetrate. And then we have Bounce, which I don't think we've unlocked just yet, so you'll be able to see that in action. Even with Breach, Crash couldn't quite go far enough right here. So I just followed up with a Bounce. And you saw it bounce from that creep over to the bad cell. Bounce is really, really nice for dealing with these bad cells. Just because they move around so quickly, you can take several of them out with one shot. Let's get this other creep out of the way. You can see Bounce at work right there. And we've got more creeps coming in from the bottom. So as you can see, the speed test, you're given a limited amount of time to clear out all the enemies. Right now I've got 16 seconds. Thankfully that doesn't run down while you're in turn.
Time's running out.
Since I don't have Jaunt for this test, I can't use any functions outside of turn, which is why you see me just waiting here. Luckily, I had just enough time to pull off one last bounce. And then the game freaked out on me. I don't know what this is about. That's not your YouTube player getting out of control. This whole recording session I actually had problems. I'm not really sure where they came from. One other bonus for completing these tests, you unlock music that you can listen to while you're in the sandbox. Which is great because the music in this game is just phenomenal. Unfortunately, door number 2 is not open to us just yet. So there's one more new thing to look at, the music player. We've only got the 2 songs right now, we'll get more. Anyway, since there's nothing left to see here just yet, let's get back to it.
Everything's like we left it. Was hoping it'd be more like before.
Wishful thinking.
What's the latest?
So here's a terminal.
That does it.
Ugh, more bad news.
I swear this day. Get myself killed. Now the pen game's canceled. Hoping that'll do it for the bad news for a while.
Yeah, there's no way that comment's gonna pass moderation. That'll work.
The canals are just down the bend.
I stopped here at this access point to show off a few things. For starters, we now have limiters. These are modifiers that you can apply to the game to make it more difficult. Some of them make the process stronger, as the game just noted. Some of them make you weaker. This first one I've got puts shields around the cells that spawn, which makes it harder for them to clear out. And I'm unequipping everything I have so I can show you more about how the functions work here. I kind of rushed through the first part of the game, so I want to explain it now. You're allowed to equip 4 action functions, which you can see I'm assigning to the face buttons, A and B. A for crash, B for breach. That's where they started when the game kicked off. I went ahead and put Spark on X, and then our new one, Help, that we got from Sybil, is equipped to Y. I always like to use Y for these utility functions. Now you can see next to each function there's a glowing bar. Each function uses up memory. You can see on the left we have a limited amount of memory. So you can't just equip everything you have, as you see right there. You have to be really selective about the functions that you're using. Now what you also saw was that I equipped Mask to Crash, which I explained in an earlier video gives it a bonus when you backstab, and I equipped Jaunt to Spark, which allows me to use it even while I'm waiting for my turn to recharge. And there's our new one, Help. Summons a canine friend that we can actually control by using Turn. Honestly, this is not a function that I use all that often, but I do think it's kind of neat. There it goes. And when you're not controlling it, the dog will run off and do its own thing. You can see it's attacking that snapshot in the back while I'm clearing out this one. And I let it attack the cells too, just so it could feel helpful.
No sweat.
Yeah, I probably won't be using Help for that much longer, honestly.
Camerata. They think they can stop you with these process things. But you're just getting stronger. This is new.
This is new. This is an operator. As you can see, it spawns other process. So the faster you're able to deal with it, the easier the battle will be for you.
Get him, girl.
Of course, as you can see, it's kind of hard to do when you have snapshots and other things attacking you while you're doing it. Plus, the operator has a ton of health. You'll see in this video, and I think in the next one, or one of the next few videos, I do struggle a little bit with the operators. Not sure what I was thinking right here. I think I was also trying to hit the operator just to do a little more damage on that last attack right there. Of course, it didn't work out. You'll see in some of the later videos, the theme for this whole recording session is DelayBuster is bad at Transistor, because none of my plans just seem to work out in battle.
We better hustle. You know, I've never once seen the Visitors Bureau open.
I was afraid right here that I might have missed something, so I went back a little bit.
Another way to high-rise.
Yeah, I know. We were just checking something. And I was
Looks like
right.
I get to put off selection for a while longer.
Anyway, let's get back on track.
High-rise is dead ahead.
So we're actually coming up on the end of this episode. So I'll say real quick, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in episode 5.